Now, even before the President announced new restrictions in COVID-19 hotspots on Monday night, the Premier of the Eastern Cape, Oscar Mabuyane, had indicated he wanted to close all beaches in the province. The Nelson Mandela Bay area and the Sarbatman district, just south of Port Elizabeth and also to the west of that city, are both hotspot areas. They've seen a rapid rise in infections in recent weeks. Let's talk now to Mvusiwekhaya Sicwetscha, spokesperson for the Premier of the Eastern Cape. Thank you so much for your time. I wonder if you could update us first on the situation regarding the Eastern Cape hospitals. We had some information a little earlier that you might be plateauing, or are you seeing still an increase in infections in the Eastern Cape?
Good evening to you, Sally, and the viewers. Thank you for having us. Look, what we have in our hospitals now in terms of numbers, it's people who are admitted for COVID are around 1,786. 89% of these people are in general wards, and 8% of them are in ICU, up to 3.5, I think, in high care. Now, what this tells you is that the numbers of people that are in there for COVID are accommodated. There is no overflow. Government hospitals are able to look after these patients. We then have other patients that are admitted for other illnesses. We've got 149,000, above 149,000 cases, and our active cases are above 14,000. So this is what we're focusing on, and the numbers are coming on the main from the coastal municipal areas. Your Alfreds or your Amatole, your Owartambo, BCM, right up to Sarbatman, numbers are increasing, and that is why we are saying for us to be able to keep our health system not to be under pressure, not to destroy it, let's keep people in their homes and away from areas that would turn into super spreaders.
We know that the Premier has asked and been granted that all the beaches in the whole of the Eastern Cape are closed over this festive season. But how are you going to police that and make sure that people don't break the rules?
Two things. Metro Police in metros, municipal police officers, traffic officers are working together with the South African police services to be able to blockade the roads that lead to the beaches. And the second point is we will be able to do that by our people in the province complying and not going to the beach, not going to swim, not breaking these regulations, because all these regulations are in place to protect them from contracting the virus and from spreading the virus to another person who are sitting at home and complying with the regulation. So we believe that our people would be able, in all these municipal areas, would be able to stay away from the beaches, would be able to stay away from swimming and enjoy other beautiful features that the province offers.
You know, some people say it's less COVID risky on a beach where the wind is blowing rather than in a busy shopping mall where people are likely to start congregating now that the beaches and parks are closed. What do you say to them?
We see all those as risk areas, and we've seen in other countries where they opened up beaches and the numbers started shooting up again. They had second wave quicker than they had anticipated. We are not taking chances as the Eastern Cape. We want to make sure that we don't expose the people of our province to further infections. We have seen in the Easter weekend how the open environment led to a number of people being infected, where people from other provinces would come and unfortunately spread the virus. They would come here with the virus, or they would contract the virus here and spread it all over. We don't want that to happen. We want to make sure that we protect it, we stop the spread of the virus, we lower it as much as we can. Where in the malls, when people go to the malls are continuing to put sanitizers and to enforce the no mask, no entry rule. We appreciate that, and we're putting out law enforcement to ensure the same continues to happen in the public transport vehicles, to make sure that they wear masks, everyone wears a mask, and if they don't, they are going to be punished. There are regulations that are put in place to enforce, to make sure that everyone, including a passenger, wears their mask.
I would imagine that a lot of people are cancelling their holidays now, knowing that they simply cannot go to the beach. And there are so many exquisitely beautiful beaches in the Eastern Cape. Won't it have a massive impact on your economy in the Eastern Cape?
We're encouraging them not to cancel, because there's a lot to explore in our beautiful province, as you're saying. They can go to the nature reserve, they can go to parks where entrance is controlled, where we're able to make sure that people go there complying with infection control measures. There's a lot to explore in the Eastern Cape. Don't cancel your booking. Hotels are open. All our hotels, B&Bs, nature reserves, game parks and everything, they're all complying with the infection control. They've been doing it since they opened during lockdown. So they don't cancel your booking. Go there, still enjoy the beauty of our province. We are putting lives of our people first ahead of any other thing. We can work together with the people of our province to revive the economy, to continue reviving the economy. But we can't revive lives that are lost, because they would have died. We all have a responsibility to put our people first. We've seen our industries, the automotive sector, the liquor industry, sacrificing their revenues to say, let's work together to protect lives. So we're calling on the people of the province to say, this thing is our collective battle. Let's play our part by wearing our masks, by staying away from the beach, by staying away from the parks, and going to places where our access will be controlled. We will be enforced to wear our masks at all times.
Well, thank you very much and good luck over the festive season. That was Mvusiwekhaya Sicwetscha, Special Advisor to the Premier of the Eastern Cape.